So this morning I've got something a little bit different for you. In fact, a lot different. I'm down at the river, first thing in the morning, and I'm not here for a sunrise. I brought my new Fuji X-T2 and I thought I'd go down and walk along the streets of Fremantle to do some street photography. One of the things I want to work out is, does this video format translate to street photography? One of the other reasons why I'm doing this is I wanted to challenge myself this year and challenge myself with another genre of photography. While my main passion is landscape, and I'll always love landscape photography, I thought doing street photography adds another element, helps me continue learning, and might actually positively impact my landscape photography as well. Let's go. So what I've got in front of me is a bridge and a single light pole on top of the bridge. And I'm using that simple composition to structure the image, and I'm waiting for a cyclist or a jogger or a walker to come along the bridge and just add that human element to it. Just like this one now. Excellent. Really happy with that. It's going to be nice. To try and define my approach here is to find a composition and then wait for a human element to pass through the scene. That's not to say that's what street photography is about all the time, it's just that's what my approach is today. The scene that I've got in front of me here is just an empty seat with that tree, and I'm cropping in on it quite closely. It's more like that sort of a crop as a square crop. And once I have that composition, I'm waiting for somebody to walk behind that along the path, and then I take the shot. Like that. So what I'm effectively doing there is just using the lines of the railway track just in the foreground, not necessarily as a leading line, although they do go parallel to the wall, which is the main focus of the shot. And then you've got this little tunnel here that is just acting as a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of interest in the shot, and then just waiting for somebody to come past. Here comes one more person, so we'll try and catch them. shot here because I've got this building and I've got lots of light bouncing off it, so the contrast is actually going to be quite good. I'll just move back here for a better angle. I'm actually quite excited about this shot. I've just got to have somebody willing to walk through it, that's all. Here we go. There was somebody. There is another purpose to all of this, and that is I'm going to exhibit some of my photos. So I'm working with a mate of mine called David Green. He's a very talented painter and photographer, and together we're going to be exhibiting a series of street photos that we've taken around the Fremantle area. So that's it for the street photography. I know it's a little bit different from the landscape stuff I normally do, but I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below. I actually found capturing the video footage and the still images a little bit more challenging than usual, as I'm walking around juggling two cameras and I don't have a tripod to put the stills camera on like I normally do in landscape photography. I also realised that I completely forgot to go through my settings when I was taking the images, so what I'll do is I'll make sure that I stick those settings up when I display each of the images. If you have any thoughts on the format of the video and whether it worked, please post them in the comments below as well. The second part of this video is about setting up the actual exhibition, which starts by checking out the space at the gallery this afternoon. As you'll have seen from that previous clip, our space is backed by a black curtain. Mounting the images directly onto the curtain isn't going to work because the photos aren't going to sit well. So we're going to have to come up with another way of mounting the images. So here's our plan. Our space is approximately 2.5 metres by 2.5 metres. We're printing the images on fairly thick card. We're going to stick them to a self-adhesive board which has a foam core for some thickness. This will give the images a little bit of depth. We're going to buy some raw pine wood, which we're going to mount to the railing above the curtain. We're then going to mount the images onto the wood. So we're going to need a trip to Bunnings. Slight change of plan. We've moved from the space just in front of the curtain to one of the walls in the gallery. Exhibition's tomorrow, so we better get on with it. Well, we're done. Exhibition opens tonight. It's hosted by the Fremantle Art Movement, which is a group of very talented painters and photographers. The exhibition is open through to April 7th at the Ferguson Foundry in Maylands. So if you're in the area, make sure you check it out. I'll add the details in the description below. Unlike the other artists, David and I aren't selling our images. So why are you part of the exhibition, I hear you ask? Well, I've never done an exhibition before. This is my first one. So this is very much a learning experience for me. Also, David and I are using the exhibition to get the word out about a group that we've recently started called Box Collective. We're a social collective of photographers who meet up, collaborate and share ideas around photography, work together to do exhibitions and publications. So if that sounds interesting to you and you want to find out more about Box Collective, then I'll add the links to our details in the description below. I'll also add links to David's work so you can check his stuff out. Highly recommend you do. And finally, if you like this content, please hit the like button and let me know in the comments below. I love getting your feedback. If it's your first time to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing so you're notified when I upload my next video. But until next time, thanks for watching.